Hello, YouTube fans. Hello, Facebook fans, if you're a fan. I just wanted to stop for a minute here and talk about how the grass is always greener. I'm in the hospital in Grand Island, Nebraska. I was having problems breathing. My oxygen content was going too low. And from what I understand, it was just cardiac congestion after they took my chest x-ray. But just a few days ago, I was in his doctor and he said I was fine. And I heard that earlier last week too, so I've heard it that I was fine twice in the last 2 weeks. But anyway, I'm laying here in the hospital bed. I'd like to go home. I got a goddamn monitor up here that keeps going off. And the saying is the grass is always greener, right? Well, I came to the emergency room, which is a half a mile from where I decided to live, which incidentally is about $200 more than what I was paying in Texas. And it's a fully ADA compliant apartment with low energy cost, but it's more money. And when I moved to Nebraska, Geico raised my rates just through the roof. They raised my rates to $4,000 every 6 months, which is almost unaffordable. So I switched back to Liberty Mutual, which had been the case before. I had Liberty Mutual, then I had Geico, and I left Geico before because they did the same shit. So anyway, long story short, I switched back to Liberty Mutual, and it's so much cheaper that I took the refund check from Geico to pay for the Liberty Mutual insurance. But anyway, came into this ER, and they've had a hell of a time. They give you IV Lasix, which makes you pee like a faucet, and the water comes off in a big way, and you can't really take Lasix and expect to have clean underwear or dry underwear. It just doesn't happen. And so I keep a drawer full of clean underwear at home, and sometimes I have Depends, which you order, but they're expensive as well. And so anyway, the lady there, I had one nurse here who kept coming in and talking to me over and over about my end-of-life wishes and hospice and all that stuff. So just so grave, I finally just practically had to throw her out of the room. So I got this goddamn monitor up here that just keeps going off over and over and over and over again. And they want me to stay, and I don't want to leave the hospital if I'm too tired to drive, because I don't need to smash up my car. I have an appointment to get it fixed on the 31st, but I also have several other appointments between now and then. So I need to be at home to take care of business to get established here in Nebraska. Anyway, well, thanks for tuning in. That's it. At least John isn't bothering me tonight. A lot of times when I get sick, he has a tendency to just ask me all these questions that make me feel sicker along the way. He did that when I was in the nursing home, and he did that when I was at the rehab place for my stroke. But my stroke symptoms aren't getting any better. I still can't raise my arm. Look at my left arm, how bad it's atrophied. So anyway, the nurse won't leave me alone, and at least John is leaving me alone tonight. He's a great guy, steps in and does this Florence Nightingale thing. I trust him to the end of the earth. One of the nicest people you'll ever meet. And if he thinks I'm being too cranky, he always tells me, which is probably a good thing, that he tries to moderate me there. But invariably, when I get sick, he starts asking me a bunch of complicated questions, which just upsets me more and makes it harder for me to get better, which has happened a bunch of different times. So anyway, I still don't understand why he quit talking to me down in Texas. And then all of a sudden he found out I was up here, and he couldn't have been nicer since I got to Nebraska. So I'm happy about that. And, his Ruby and Brad, they're still together, which surprises me after all the things that have happened, and all the shit that Brad has pulled. But John never, ever did tell me why he abruptly quit talking to me and blocked me and all that. And he still hasn't unblocked me on Facebook. So I don't know what's up with him still. he's never truly said. So that's another one of life's little mysteries is when you have a friend that shuns you, and it's very painful if anybody's ever dealt with shunning or somebody who's like that. And it's not a pleasant topic at all, but nor is it pleasant to be on the receiving end of it. So anyway, I think I'm probably going to stay in a hospital, let them keep me. I am starving, and I'm tired, I'm exhausted. So that's what's happening here. The nurse just came in with something. I don't know if it's pills to knock me out to help me sleep.
Benadryl.
It's Benadryl, so at least we know I don't have allergies. Not tonight.
And earplugs.
Oh, and he brought me earplugs too, he said. Benadryl and earplugs, so what an interesting combination. Hopefully it'll make me drowsy. I was hoping more for something like, I don't know, Valium or something like that, but it doesn't sound like they're going to go that far. So I think he convinced me to stay, which I'm starving again. And I probably should have went home, but I'd be safe at home, but I know they don't want to send me home.
Is your bracelet?
Yeah, you made a good argument. They told me, the pharmacist came in and said that the reason you don't have any rooms is that they don't have enough nursing staff to go around. So, all right, we're all done, and I'm going to get my Gore's dose of Benadryl here. Keep my nose from running, if nothing else. That's it, all done. Bye-bye.